So good morning to everybody. I decided to tell you something in this invited speech on what we are doing and maybe also cover activities of many other labs and groups in the world in the specific focus of interactive visualization on cultural heritage datasets. So the focus will be how can we manage in a nice, new, pleasant, and interesting from the comprehension point of view, models which are related to our history, arts, museums, and so on. So in this sense, we will make use of several enabling technologies, some of them typical technology coming from the computer graphics domain. The first step is to have some technology for constructing 3D digital models of the object in which we are interested. The second important, I will not speak so much of this, but the next important building block are all the technology which allows us to manage these models and to open these models to the community, because the old way of keeping everything in your hard disk is nowadays quite dead. So we need repositories, hopefully semantic repositories that will allow people to open the data, open the digital assets to the community. The third building block is obviously rendering on visualization of the technology which allows us to present visually this data. And the third one, geometry processing, is usually intended as technology which allows us to build the 3D model. So you can consider a subset of the most important subset of the 3D modeling stuff. But in reality, it's also another important component for processing the digital models in order to build up other knowledge on top of the plain representation. So I mean, a number of approaches and methods are emerging which tries to work on the digital model rather than on the real objects in order to discover something. And most of these methods are based on intelligent processing, which is based on geometry characteristics, and allow art historians and experts to increase the knowledge about the artwork. So talk overview. I will very, very briefly touch the point of the 3D acquisition, so to show up you where do 3D models come from. And then I will focus on interactive visualization, trying to touch a number of issues. I do not have an infinite time, so I will have to be very brief and maybe also superficial on some of these points. I would like to talk on how can we reach interactivity, how can we manage